Kody Brown buys Mercedes, can't afford Janelle and Meri payout. One of the biggest Sister Wives Season 19 storylines has centered around Coyote Pass. Janelle asked Kody Brown to buy her out, but he insisted he couldn't afford it. Now, Meri and Janelle have both consulted with lawyers. They want to protect their own interests, and they feel concerned Kody will try to cheat them out of their fair share. But is it possible Kody Brown has been squandering his money, making him unable to pay back Meri and Janelle? See what other fans think might be going on. Sister Wives fans think Kody Brown made an extravagant purchase. After watching the Brown family on TLC since 2010, most viewers have realized Kody Brown doesn't have the best money management skills. But now that his ex-wives want financial compensation from the sale of Coyote Pass, some think he blew the money on something very unnecessary. Previews for upcoming show, spoilerish, a Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit recently. Have y'all seen the new preview? Looks like Kotick's got himself a new luxury convertible. Where is all this money coming from? If he can afford to purchase a new white convertible, he can afford to pay off Meri and Janelle. Viewers speculate about the family patriarch's financial disarray. In previous Reddit threads, many viewers said they would love to see a forensic accountant go through the Brown family's finances. But until that happens, no one can say for sure what's going on with Kody Brown's bank account. Sister Wives viewers added their own thoughts, including, I wonder if they know the show is coming to an end and are taking out loans before they won't qualify. Either that, or they are just trying to throw all this in the face of the wives who have left. Or both. Kody is always dipping into whatever is trending. I bet he's getting into meme coins or crypto or whatever that stuff is. Kody and Robyn do not have the financial literacy to understand that depleting the family money means it will run out. They will only have the income Robyn makes, $0, and Kody doesn't make enough selling gun parts to fund their now multi-million-dollar mortgage, multiple car payments for them and their 5 kids, and all their knickknacks and all their credit they likely owe back. The Mercedes looks like an AMG's class that was probably around 100 in 2022 if they bought it used. If it was new, it could have been about 250. The dollar is coming from the checks Meri and Janelle gave to the property. He emptied the family account. He stole their dollar. That's how Robyn can buy 60 of dolls and he gets a new Mercedes convertible to replace his white Lexus. Kody Brown sauntered onto the car lot, sunglasses perched on his nose, confidence radiating from his every step. His long golden locks, still as meticulously maintained as ever, caught the sunlight as he surveyed the gleaming row of luxury vehicles before him. He had always been a man of big dreams, 4 wives, a sprawling Coyote Pass property, and a once thriving polygamous kingdom. Now, with only 1 wife left standing, he figured it was time for a new symbol of his so-called success, a brand new Mercedes. As he ran his hand over the hood of a sleek black S-Class, a salesman, sensing a big commission, rushed over. Ah, you have excellent taste, sir. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class is a masterpiece of engineering. Top-tier luxury, the best in performance. Shall we take it for a spin? Kody smirked. This car was exactly what he needed to cement his new era, an era free from the headaches of multiple wives questioning his every decision. He had made it through the battles with Cristin, the tension with Janelle, and the painful legal divorce from Meri before she finally walked away for good. Now, with Robyn firmly at his side, it was time to celebrate. As he slipped into the plush leather seat, he envisioned himself cruising down the Arizona highways, his hair blowing in the wind, Robyn in the passenger seat, her carefully selected scarf billowing at just the right angle for a dramatic effect. No minivans, no SUVs packed with kids and groceries, just him, the open road, and the refined hum of German engineering beneath him. After the test drive, the salesman sat him down inside the dealership's lavish lounge. So, are we making this dream a reality today? He asked, flashing a salesman's practiced smile. Kody leaned forward. Yeah, let's do it. They moved to the financing office, where Kody's enthusiasm quickly started to wane. The numbers the finance manager rattled off were higher than he anticipated. He may have been riding high on self-importance, but even he knew his bank account wasn't what it used to be. The Sister Wives empire was crumbling, and those TLC checks weren't stretching as far as they once did. Then came the real gut punch. Mr. Brown, there's something here on your credit report, the finance manager said, glancing up with a practiced neutrality. Kody frowned. Like what? Well, it seems there are some outstanding financial obligations, some shared property debt, an ongoing legal payout situation. Kody's face darkened. Janelle and Meri. He had managed to put off those final financial settlements for months, hoping they'd give up, hoping something miraculous would happen. But those women were smarter than he liked to admit, and they weren't backing down. Janelle had always been practical. She had invested in the family, built up their finances when they were struggling, and when she walked away, she made it clear she wasn't going to let Kody leave her in financial ruin. Meri, on the other hand, had spent years trying to earn his approval, and now that she had finally seen the light, she wanted what was hers. The reality hit Kody like a ton of bricks. He had been banking on the fact that he could drag out those payouts indefinitely, but now, with this dream car in front of him, those debts were suddenly very, very real. "Are you able to put down a larger payment today?" the finance manager asked, his polite tone barely concealing the doubt creeping into his expression. Kody glanced at the paperwork, then at his phone, where a text from Janelle's lawyer sat unread. His stomach twisted. Robin, who had been lingering nearby, sauntered up and leaned in. "Honey," she murmured just low enough for only him to hear. "Maybe we should wait on the car." Kody bristled. Wait? He had already lost so much. His ego had taken enough hits this past year. He needed this. He deserved this. But reality was a cruel mistress. With a deep sigh, he leaned back in the chair, pushing his sunglasses up onto his head. "Yeah, you know what? I think I need to hold off for now." The salesman tried to hide his disappointment, but the excitement in his eyes faded as he slid the paperwork back into its folder. "No problem, Mr. Brown. If you change your mind, you know where to find us." Kody forced a tight-lipped smile, then stood, adjusting his leather jacket like it might somehow restore his dignity. As he walked out of the dealership, the Arizona sun felt hotter than usual. The weight of his crumbling kingdom pressed on his shoulders, and the harsh reality that he wasn't as financially untouchable as he once thought gnawed at his pride. Robin walked beside him, silent. She knew better than to say anything in this moment, though her tight grip on her handbag suggested she had plenty of thoughts. As they reached their car, a much more modest SUV than the luxury sedan Kody had envisioned himself in, he yanked open the door and slid in, gripping the steering wheel harder than necessary. "This is all their fault," he muttered, eyes narrowing. Robin hesitated before answering. "Whose?" Kody exhaled sharply. Cristin, Janelle, Meri, all of them. They couldn't just let things go. They had to keep pushing, keep demanding. "Now I can't even buy a car without their shadow hanging over me." Robin pursed her lips. She wasn't about to remind him that these women had given decades of their lives to his so-called dream, only to be left out in the cold when it suited him. Instead, she merely reached over and patted his arm. "Maybe it's just not the right time," she said softly. Kody turned the key in the ignition, the SUV rumbling to life. It wasn't a Mercedes, but it would have to do. For now. As they pulled out of the dealership lot, Kody clenched his jaw. The world might see him as a man whose empire was crumbling, but in his mind, he was still Kody Brown, the head of the family, the leader of a once great dynasty. And if there was one thing he had always done, it was find a way to get what he wanted, even if it meant delaying the inevitable a little while longer.